Welcome to a Prevent Connect podcast, where we explore the prevention of violence against women. This is a project of the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault.
You to Alice Stevens from Jewish Family Services of Delaware, who's going to be talking about youth leadership development, a ripple effect that demolishes social abnormalities, increases adult youth partnership, and causes intergenerational changes.
Okay, hi everyone. Many times we know that youth are faced with a lot of challenges, but sometimes it's very difficult for us to come across with the solutions. But one of the things that we're missing is the utilization of youth. Okay, thank you. When youth are utilized and their power are engaged, we allow them to build accountability, responsibility, hence, and encouraging them to become leaders, making them the solution to their problems. As you can see, we have a group of youth who participated in different programs. But because of that, not only do we just focus on the youth, but we get outside our comfort zone. Many times when a grant requires something, we only provide the services that are required from those grants. But from that, we actually created the peer leadership program. The peer leadership program is designed for youth between the ages of 13 to 24. Those youth are trained to become role models within their schools, communities, and homes. Hence, becoming a shoulder for the peers, because many times the peers won't speak to us, we're too old, but they will speak to their peers as well. From the peer leadership, from the prevention education program, the students came to me and they asked, what now? Then from there, we created the peer leadership program. In there, we're going to talk about Kiana. Kiana was one of the first students that actually participated in the peer leadership program. I want you to take a look at Kiana in the green shirt with the glasses. This is the first year she participated in the program. And let us look at the progress of Kiana. Kiana came to us at the age of 13. She will now be 18. When she came to us, she was filled with anxiety. She was filled with depression. And while she participated in the program, you could see her growth. You can see her now where she is smiling. She's getting an award for her peer leadership and professional development with Miss Karen, of course. And this is where Kiana actually participated in our intensive summer program. That year, she actually became a peer counselor, and she helped counsel students. While she also became the shoulder for her peers, she also went on and scripted one of the PSAs on domestic violence. Keep in mind, we provide a holistic program that focuses on all social challenges that you face. But this was the topic that Kiana wanted to focus on. Okay, so this is where Kiana actually was handling a social issue with one of her peers, and she called me in for advice. So one of the things about being a peer leader is that when you need help, you know how to ask for help. So we train them to become the solution, but when there are those barriers, they know who to call for help. In here, you can also see Kiana. She was actually one of the facilitators for our summer camp, and she taught strengthening self-confidence to her peers. So just imagine being a student and teaching your peers about self-confidence. You become that strength. This is where Kiana also participated within that same summer program. She was so excited. She wanted to assist the facilitator in the script writing class. So during those sessions, Kiana was able to be a voice. Not only is she a voice within the summer programs or the year-round programs, but she's also a voice at her school. She's a voice at her home, and she's a voice in her community. And she has graciously, this is one of the slides where Kiana actually helped host one of our community prevention programs where the families and communities came to participate. And this was her first time hosting one of those major events. As a result, Kiana was supposed to be here, but today is the first day of school, so she actually wrote a letter to you guys. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank you for this wonderful opportunity to share my story. I do apologize for not being in attendance, but today is my first day of being a senior in high school. My story starts way back in 2012 when I was 12 years old, about to start middle school. Sadly, that summer before I started, my best friend, my grandmother, passed away. She and I were so close and almost inseparable. Due to her passing, my life went on a downward spiral. I felt as if all my happiness for the rest of my life went down the drain. Before I started the peer leadership program, I can vividly remember being so angry and upset all the time and not finding any good ways to cope with what was going on. Fast forward to when I was 13, I started the prevention education program during the summer. I was very hesitant because I was such a shy person and did not know if, one, I was fit for the program, and two, I would not be good in it because I was such a broken person. I forced myself to go. That was the best decision I made. Thanks to the program, I became a happy, full of life person. From the program, I became more involved with many activities in schools and in the community. I became the executive peer leader for Delaware. With me being in that position, I traveled to different schools and communities to share my story and to also teach my peers skills that would help them. Sorry, I'm mixing up everything. Skills that would help them with many challenges they may face. Throughout the years after becoming a peer leader, I became a peer counselor, a leader in the Club 316 at my school, a member of the National Anti-Bullying Association for Delaware, the executive peer leader for Delaware, and surprisingly, I am currently employed as an early childhood teacher for a public school while being a high school student. Talk about success. I can now say my journey went from a rocky road to a path of greatness. My story is not over. Oh my God. I always cry for my students. Okay, I cannot see through those tears. My story is not over, for I have so much more in store. Remember, no matter what our story may be, we can always change it to be something beautiful. But you have to give us that chance. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this Prevent Connect podcast. Prevent Connect is a project of the California Coalition Against Sexual Assault, with funding from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The views presented on Prevent Connect are not necessarily the views of the United States government, the CDC, or CalCASA. To learn more about Prevent Connect, visit www.preventconnect.org. For more information about CalCASA's mission, or to show your support, visit calcasa.org. That's CalCasa.org.